everyone. I'm Mark Everett.
And I'm Kalina Bloodcloud.
And this is Running with Scissors. And this is our first episode of Season 2. I cannot believe we didn't get canceled.
Yeah, pretty good.
Must be doing something right. Maybe this will be the season we get shut down. I'm not sure. We took too long of a break, really. Last episode we aired was Christmas night. So we decided after this season, we're not going to take that long of a break again. I mean, we've been out for basically Christmas since we aired that night, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Easter. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything else. No, is that it? Huh? St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of holidays in there, I'm sure. Flag Day. But what have you done over the holidays?
Relaxed, caught up on my shows.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Netflix, Hulu, everything like that. One serious issue is one of our big supporters of BlueMark Entertainment, which is the company that runs Running with Scissors, is Belgium. We all heard about what happened to Belgium, and we want to send our condolences out to them and hope everything works out. And you know, active terrorism in the world nowadays is just it's just crazy, I guess. Don't understand it. Why somebody would blow up something like that. But anyway, Belgium, sorry about what happened. Hope everything goes well. And I don't know what else to say, really, but anything we can do, we'd love to do it. Donate money, whatever we can. But anyway, let's go ahead and start the show and get going, all right? Coming up tonight, we're going to be hearing from another episode of Well Spoken with Dee and Mike with special guest Russ. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be presenting you a tech segment called What's Teching Over the World.
Also tonight, we'll be hearing from Huck Buntley, country megastar.
All right.
And we will also be hearing from Ernie Bren in another edition of Strange and Weird News. What can we expect, Ernie?
All right. Thanks, guys. Tonight on Strange and Weird News, we're here about a man arrested from a warrant about 15 years ago for a crime that really doesn't seem like that big of a deal. We'll also hear about an unpleasant but healthy mix-up from a company that sells chocolates when a family ordered candies. And finally, we'll hear about possibly the best thing in the chocolate business right now, and it could possibly be coming to a store near you. All that on Strange and Weird News later. Back to you guys.
To start the show, we are first going to look at a few videos. The first one comes from Racka Racka, and it is a wrestling match between Ronald McDonald and Old Man Graham.
All right.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
All right, the next video, have you ever heard of Scott Sterling?
No.
If I were to ask you, who do you think the greatest athlete of all time is, who would you say?
Oh, gosh.
Like, what comes to your head?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, okay. Well, Scott Sterling is someone that a lot of people should know. He actually prevented, we're in North Carolina, he actually prevented our soccer team from proceeding to the finals. They call him the man, the myth, the legend. He's a goalie for Yale. Anyway, let's take a look at Scott Sterling.
Welcome back to our coverage of the game of the year between Yale and North Carolina.
If you're just joining us, we have witnessed an unbelievably well-fought match tonight, and it's come down to penalty kicks. Peterson for Yale, taking the first approach.
Oh, there it is! Spectacular! North Carolina's goalkeeper Richards just let one in past him now, so now the burden rests on Yale's Scott Sterling.
Here he comes, nerves of steel, that man, dealing with more pressure now than a submarine.
Indeed.
Home crowd showing some appreciation.
Johnson places the ball on the spot, getting ready. That man literally has a cannon for a leg.
Yes, he does.
Here he goes, winding up for the shot, and oh! The cannon has fired and hit Sterling directly to the face.
We clocked that at a stunning 116 kilometers per hour.
Now that's a lot of miles per hour.
Little chance that man's nose is not broken right now.
Oh, indeed. Now Sterling getting checked out for that one. Spectacular save, though, but sadly, he's not out of the woods yet.
On his feet now, a bit shaken.
But not stirred.
This crowd absolutely loves this man.
And Sterling's teammates welcome him back, a hero, for now.
Back now to Scott Sterling. He looks a bit worse for wear, but ready for round two.
And Shaw takes a moment. Here he goes with the approach.
Oh! Sterling with a fantastic dive. The ball flies straight through his hands and once again strikes him straight in the schnoz.
And let's see it again on the old instant replay. Oh, every excruciating detail captured in HD perfection.
Clocked at 129 kilometers per hour. Sterling does not look well.
2 wonderful saves and 2 definite concussions.
They may replace him at this point. He's done all he can.
Yes, as his trainer takes him off the field like a mustached lion dragging a gazelle through the Serengeti.
Adieu, Scott Sterling.
Adieu.
See who they got to replace Scott
Sterling is back!
He's still in the game!
Oh my! And he's taking a very odd tactic now.
Seems to be curling up to protect his face.
Not exactly a recommended technique, but here it goes. Wait, no, Lampert needs to tie his shoe. Ho-ho! And that's why you do a double knot, kids.
Sterling still waiting for the kick to happen. He's probably wondering when. Oh! Sweet buttered crumpet!
My
The ball drills Sterling right in the face.
That man's nose must be absolutely devastated.
Scott Sterling!
The man!
The myth! The legend!
3 perfect blocks by Sterling and his cat-like face reflexes.
Absolutely incredible. Though I must say, Sterling does not look well at all.
Well, you know football players like to add a bit of drama, don't they?
They're gonna take him out. No, wait! They brought him a chair!
Oh, a bold move by the manager.
Indeed.
Bain sets up for the 4th attempt.
And this, frankly, is a gimme. He literally just has to kick it anywhere except where Sterling is sitting.
There is no possible way that North Carolina can mess up this shot.
Oh!
158 kilometers per hour!
This man can do no wrong!
Look at him beg for mercy when it's mercy that should be begging for him!
He has looked death in the eye and said, "Take your best shot!" To which Death replies by punching him in the face over and over and over again.
If Yale makes this final shot, it's all over. But no! Oh, he misses, which means we're going to Scott Sterling!
His face is like a brick wall!
A brick wall that can feel pain and cries a lot.
But where's Sterling? Oh, he seems to be crawling away from the goal. What is he doing?
He's throwing away the bat! Oh! Sterling has done the impossible!
I can't believe it! Look at that! He played it just right! What incredible instincts to crawl away from the goal like that!
All right, speaking of Scott Sterling, the last video that we're going to be looking at is actually a follow-up of him after the game. A lot of people were concerned about him. He led their team into victory, beating us out in a soccer match. So anyway, cameras went rolling on, found him at the hospital recuperating. And anyway, here's the latest update from Scott Sterling.
This is breaking news from Channel 8.
How's my hair? God, come on. Scott Sterling.
What is this?
Scott, you had a tremendous
said
game
no
against North
interviews.
Carolina, and we've received reports that soccer teams from all around the globe are looking to draft you. What is your comment on that? What are your thoughts?
All right, what? How dare you? This man has disgusting soup for a face, and you expect him to give you an interview right now? Huh? No mirrors. You'll scare yourself.
But fans everywhere want to know, is Scott Sterling returning to the field? Will he play again?
You know, will global warming kill us all? Will taxes ever go down? Will my mom ever hug me? No one knows, but it doesn't look good.
Scott, your fans are clamoring to buy your jersey.
You know, the jersey's not for sale, okay? No! What is this? Get rid of this box right now, okay? Just leave him be, okay? He's got roadkill for a face. Come on, give him sympathy. Where are you getting all these mirrors?
Scott,
Ma'am,
Scott,
I need you out of
we
here.
just have a few more
No,
questions.
I need
Scott,
you out
will
of
you
here.
play
I was not
professionally?
asking
How long is your
Get
recovery
out.
expected
Get
to take?
out.
How much are your teeth going for on eBay? Ugh. What are you looking there?
Thank you.
I'm a big Scott Sterling fan. Do you think he'd mind signing my soccer ball?
I don't know, man. He's just... Okay, he'll do it.
Thanks, Scott. I'm sorry, it slipped.
All right, guys, that's it for the videos for this week. Now I want to turn it over to Ernie Brin for strange and weird news.
Thanks a lot. All right, now on with strange and weird news. First up, we have a single dad who is facing a court charge for not returning a VHS tape. James Myers was pulled over for a broken taillight when he learned that there was a warrant out for his arrest. The warrant turned out to be never returning a VHS tape. The title of the movie, Freddy Got Fingered. Yes, I know, I've seen the movie. 37-year-old, he's from North Carolina, said he's been given a court date for failing return the comedy rental, even the store has been closed for many years. Not returning rental property in North Carolina is a Class 3 misdemeanor and a fine up to $200. Myers thought it was a joke when the cop said to him, there's a warrant for your arrest for not returning a videotape. And he just couldn't believe it for not returning it. There's actually a pretty cool story, into this story is Tom Green, who is actually the star of Freddy Got Fingered, called up Myers and said he'll help him pay the fine. Our next story is about a family who, I guess they love chocolate, so they ordered from a company called Tesco and received a very disappointing kind of substitute. When she opened it, it was, she ordered chocolates. Her and a 12-year-old son, and they had two sons, Matthew and James. They opened the package. Guess what was in the package? A roasted chicken and broccoli salad, not chocolates. To add insult to injury, there was only one chicken and one thing of broccoli salad, so they all had to share it. Although the twins didn't find it funny, they found it humorous and shared pictures of the, mix-up with friends and family and stuff like that. And they had the shipping label that said on the shipping label chocolates, but still received a chicken and broccoli salad. So the company isn't even sure how that happened, but they're doing an investigation into it to find out. And finally, our last story, while we're on the subject of chocolate, there's a company called Caravan Coffee in Perth, Australia, that has started a trend that everybody's like latching on to. This past Easter, they've taken chocolate eggs, they've cut the top off, and poured espresso coffee into the chocolate egg. Then melted the top and put it back on. Well, the slightly melts, everybody loves it. You don't need to do this though, they're calling it an egg espresso. Now, you don't need to buy this in the store. You can actually do it at home. You could cut the egg in half, put it in a bowl, pour your own coffee, melt it, and put it back until they have it in the stores. And I don't know about you, but I'll be making these at home until they bring them to the store. And that strange and weird news got back to you guys.
Thank you, Ernie. All right, that was strange and weird news. Now we're going to go ahead and jump over for another segment of Well Spoken with Dee and Mike with a special guest, Russ. Go ahead, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Today, first episode this season of Well Spoken. We have a special guest with us.
Russell, nice to meet you guys.
Mike.
And Dee.
And today, we're having a very special discussion. But before that, I just have to finish what I was saying before. Like, I really just don't want to date white women, especially when they're so pro-Hillary.
You're racist and sexist.
Wow. How'd you come to that conclusion?
You can't have any valid reasons. You just don't like white people or women, so you're sexist and racist. The point here is that today we're going to discuss how making false accusations, or at least jumping the gun on those accusations, destroys any sort of progress in social discussions on race, religion, gender, whatever. Calling someone racist, homophobic, sexist shifts the focus to that person defending themselves and you attacking them ad hominem. But we don't learn anything and we don't make any progress from that. And if you don't tiptoe and you say something someone doesn't like, you stand in opposition to that group. If I disagree with your stance on a group, I am against that group. I don't like Hillary Clinton. She's not my kind of candidate. If you want to vote for Hillary and you love Hillary, that means you are not for Bernie Sanders. Are you a Nazi? Are you a neo-Nazi sympathizer? Are you anti-Semitic? But if you tell me you don't like Bernie Sanders, I assume that because of his platforms, you don't like Bernie Sanders. Maybe he's just not your kind of candidate. Maybe it's his age, his personality, whatever it is that bothers you. I assume that you don't hate all Jews. If I find that Hillary is a flawed candidate, doesn't mean that I hate women, doesn't mean that a woman can't be president. It means that something that Hillary has done, I personally disagree with. Prime example, how do you guys feel about this? Her parading around Trayvon Martin and Eric Garner's mom.
Using it as a token.
To get the black vote.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I can't disagree with that because she's a woman. We can't discuss any issues with Hillary Clinton and her campaign tactics because she is a woman, and that is a shield to avoid legitimate discussion because you shut me down by saying I am anti-feminist. You avoid having a real conversation and actually exploring your own thoughts and opinions by just using bigotry as a shield.
So what are some ways that you present to us Americans to get around this?
It's simple. Don't make the accusation. If we're talking and you say, I think all black people are lazy and contribute nothing to society, you might be a racist. You might be a racist. But I can't change your mind or discuss it with you if my response is, you're a racist douchebag and I'm out of this conversation. How does that help? How does that change the person's mind? How can I convince them that African Americans have contributed to society in some way if I just call you a racist bigot in the conversation there? Well, folks, I just want to say this. Whenever you're having these conversations with your friends, your family, bosses, teachers, strangers, before you point fingers, ask what it adds to the discussion. Ask if it'll end the discussion. And if it ends it on a note where you walk away with something. On both sides. If it doesn't, bite your tongue. Understand why they feel that way and see if you can convince them otherwise. That's the only way that we can have social conversations that matter and have a lasting impact in this country. Well, I'm Dee.
I'm Russ.
I'm Mike.
This has been well spoken.
Indeed.
And back to you guys.
Thanks, guys. Now we are going to hear from Mark Everett on a segment called What's Techin' Over the World.
Hey, I'm Mark Everett, and this is a segment called What's Techin' Over the World. Today I want to go over a few things I bought recently in the teching world. First, let's go over this. This is an external battery pack. I found that my phone was constantly dying. I'm at work, on break, on lunch, looking at my phone. Don't really want to plug my phone in because if I'm in the break room and I plug my phone in, or if I'm somewhere, I'm usually on it, which kind of defeats the purpose of charging it. I don't want to leave my phone out in the open plugged in. Someone might go through it. My car has a plug, USB plug, but it charges so slow that it takes forever for the phone to charge. So I found this online, very inexpensive. Decided to use it, and this is what it looks like here. It's very small, and you can plug your charger into this at home, this slot here, charge it up. It takes maybe like 20 minutes, and then take this with you. fits in your pocket. You can actually charge your phone in your pocket, wherever. You plug this into your phone, and it lights up letting you know it's charging. And I found out that when my phone is completely dead, that this will charge it about 4 times. So you can carry this with you probably every day of the week before having to recharge it again. It's a very good buy. There's all different kinds of external battery packs online you can look at. And this one, I would give this 5 out of 5 stars. It's very nice. The next thing I'm going to be looking at is a game capture, Elgato. One reason I like this is because it's part of my gamer tag online. But got some good things and bad things about this. If you look at this online, a lot of people like this one. So I decided to get it. You hook it up, and what it does is you hook this up to your computer, hook your computer to your Xbox or PS4, and what it does is it records you making game videos. Then you can edit these game videos, put them online. Believe it or not, the gaming industry is one of the most profitable industries in the world. Whether you dislike video games or not, tons of money in it. Anyway, a lot of people use this one, decide to get it, works perfect except for one thing. The thing is, it doesn't come with wires to hook from your game system to this to hear the people you're playing with. So, if you don't know much about video games, the Xbox 360, you can switch it to where you can hear your friends through the microphone or through your TV, whether it's a game chat or party chat. The thing is with the Xbox One, that when you go into a game chat or a party chat, there isn't an option for your friends to come through the speakers of your TV, which means when you have this hooked up, it does not pick up your friend's conversation, so it sounds like you're talking to yourself. Now, if you buy the wires separately, which you can't find in stores, you have to go online to buy them. When you get them, they're about 20 bucks probably, these wires. Then you can hear your friends. Well, I went, bought these wires, paid the money. Kind of upset that Elgato didn't keep up with Xbox One. They should have known that, include the wires, add some money to it, it's fine. At least I'm not making 2 different purchases, right? Anyway, the day that I bought the wires for this to pick up my friends' conversations, Xbox One comes out with an update to where now people come through the speakers. So I ordered the wires for nothing. So Xbox One should have kept up. That should have been the very first thing. Xbox 360 should not have better options than the Xbox One. So, but I'm not talking about them right now. I'm talking about the Elgato. And because of that, I give it 4 out of 5 stars because the wire should have been included up until the update for the Xbox One. The last thing, one of the recent things I've gotten, The Division. Top selling game right now, PS4, PC, and Xbox One. This game is, I would consider it the modern day Destiny. Y'all agree with that, who's played it? Modern day Destiny. Love Destiny, great game. This is what I kind of wish Destiny was. It's a lot of fun, a lot of different options. Graphics are great. Hook up with your friends. The thing is that I dislike about it is if the damage that you do is considered on your ranking level. There's games out there that do this. I understand they did this on purpose, right? Just my opinion, don't really care for that. So if I have a sniper rifle and I'm a level 5, and my friend has a sniper rifle and he's level 30, no matter how many times I shoot him in the head, he won't die. But he can shoot me once and kill me, even though we have the same gun. Same thing with when you're playing against a computer. the computer can kill you with one shot if you are underranked. So you have to run around, kill scrubs until you rank up, and until then it's kind of tough, especially if you're running with friends that are higher ranked than you, because then the computer averages out the difficulty compared to your friends, and it makes it harder for you if you're new to the game. So because of that, I give it a 4 out of 5. Great game. Just know that going into it. And that's the end of this week's What's Teching Over the World. I'm Mark Everett. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark. And now, country megastar Huck Buntley.
Hey everybody, that's right, it's me. 2-time Bachelorette contestant and 3-time Golden Spittoon Award winner, Huck Buntley. That's right, you may know me from such famous songs as Drunk at Work Again and I'd Marry America If I Could. Or you may know me as a guy who's willing to take money to show to you that conservatives, well, they ain't all that bad. That's what I'm about to do right now. You see, conservatives are about conserving. That's what they love to do the most. And to prove it, they want to take like $30 billion and build this huge ass wall down at the border. You may be thinking to yourself, that sounds crazy. Why spend that money on a wall we don't need that you can get over with a rope? Well, you're not understanding what's happening here. See, our liberties and our freedoms are like they're leaking out of the country. I think that's how it works, right, Billy? Okay, it's more like a tumbleweed that's been caught by the winds and is being rolled over into Mexico. But now that we got a wall, that's not gonna happen anymore. You hear that wind? We got a wall. And before you go telling me that sounds a little racist, well, let me tell you, this is gonna be the best thing that's ever happened in Mexico by far. And here's why. Because you've got all of their good, hardworking, family-loving people trying to get out of that hellhole of crime and corruption as fast as they can to come here to make a good life for their families. Now, if you got all the good people here, then who's going to make Mexico better, right? You know what I'm saying? So we got to uproot them from their lives, take the kids out of the classrooms crying, and take their jobs away and their families, and throw them back into Mexico. And when we do that, it's going to turn around in a heartbeat. It's going to be amazing. They're going to have so many good things. They're going to have their own freedoms, their own liberties, their own justice. It's going to be so beautiful. And we're going to want to maybe even go there ourselves someday, because we'll be jealous of what they've built in Mexico, but we can't because we got a wall. Oh yeah, conserve. You know what? We love to conserve so much, we even want to conserve the environment. Now, I know you may be saying, Huck, I thought that environment conserving was all a bunch of hippie BS, and I want to tell you, you got to listen to me. Because what we're doing is we are causing earthquakes by fracking into the ground to get oil. We are causing oil leaks in the already plastic-covered oceans that we can hardly stop, and also dumping coal ash, toxic waste in our already pig shit poison waters. And we're doing all of that just to tell the earth, hey, you better wake up, because the future people in the future, they're going to be a lot dumber than we are. And if you can't handle us, you can't handle them. And if you can't handle us, then maybe we don't need you, Earth. See, that's what you call Earth reverse psychology. America! So, this November, when you go down to the polls, now, I don't mean the stripper pole, Billy, you ain't got no money. Remember to conserve your vote for the party that makes a difference, the GOP. It's the white thing to do. It's the white thing to do. Oh God, why can't I can't say it. I'm trying to say right, but it's the white thing to do. Ha! It's the white thing to do. White.
This was filmed by a rich white guy. Thanks, Huck. That concludes another episode of Running with Scissors. I am your host, Mark Everett.
And I am Kalina Bloodcloud.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.